Welcome to lesson 8 of the Arabic course. This lesson involves exercise 6, and exercise 6 is principally about the genitive construction in Arabic, how to express the genitive, a man's house, and so on. And this is done simply in Arabic. You simply put two nouns or more nouns next to each other without anything in between them, and then they will all of the nouns except the first noun are then supposed to be in the genitive case, and that will then indicate a genitive construction. For example, sentence 1, which is Babu Baitin. Babu Baitin. Babun means door. Baitin or Baitun means house. So it says door house or door houses. Note that the Babu is in the nominative case. Baitin is in the genitive case. So Baitin is not only in the genitive case, it's also indefinite. Baitin, right? A houses. The I in the kasra indicating genitive, translatable by S in English, houses, door. Or you can transcribe it in English of, door of a house, a door of a house. Now this is the simplest form of these constructions. They can be with, as I mentioned, with several words. The man's house's door, and so on, meaning the door of the house of the man, or the door of the man's house, however you want to translate it. But this is a simple, here in sentence 1, a simple version, Babu Baitin, a door of a house. Now the first word of this genitive construction and any subsequent words except for the last word have to be without definite article and without indefinite article. Actually, usually words in the genitive, or so words in the beginning of such genitive constructions will be definite. Not always. In this case, a door of a house does not appear definite. But it's important to know that usually the first word of a definite, first word or words of a genitive construction will be considered definite. For instance, the second sentence, Babu al-Bustani. Babu al-Bustani. Door of the garden. Now, door of the garden is usually considered definite, the door of the garden. And again, we have two words next to each other. The last word of the genitive construction is allowed to have the definite article. Babu al-Bustani. Actually, it's quite common. The last word of the final word of a genitive construction will usually be determined, definite. Either it be a proper name or a regular noun with the definite article. Sentence 3 is slightly more complex because we have also used an adjective here. So, شباك الدار مفتوح. شباك الدار مفتوح. It means window, houses open. Or we can translate the window of the house is open or was open. We don't know. Again, shubaku, the first word of the genitive construction, does not have an article, neither a definite article or an indefinite article, because that is not allowed. The second word of the definite construction, of the genitive construction, is determined, which is, as I said, the rule. It has the definite article here. And the second word is in the genitive case. The first word of the first word of any genitive construction can be in any case that is appropriate in the sentence. But the second and subsequent words of the genitive construction are supposed to be, have to be in the genitive with the I there. So shubaku dari maftuhun. Maftuhun meaning open. Note that maftuhun is indefinite. This means that that we have a full sentence. The window of the house is open. Now, how can I see that? Well, it can also mean that the open window of the house. No? Well, no. Again, we have the thing here that you learned in the previous couple of exercises, particularly exercise 4, that the difference between predicative use of the adjective and the attributive use of the adjective. So, again, the predicative use of the adjective is what we have here, where the adjective is without the definite article. So we have a full sentence. The window of the house is open. In order for the adjective to be attributive, meaning the open window of the house, the adjective should have had the definite article, the open window of the house. So there. Okay. Sentence 4 becomes even more complex here. And again, we're in exercise 6. And sentence 4 reads Ra'asu ar-rajuli as-saghiri al-kabiru. Now, it means head, the man's, the small, the big. And actually it means the big head of the small man. Now, how do we get there? Again, it's a matter of congruency and how to decipher what goes together with what. And actually, you can see that here by the case. So, ra'su is in the nominative case, and the following adjectives, well, the final adjective of the sentence is in the nominative case, and that's why it has to be an attribute to the head. So it's the big head. Ra'su and kabiru go together. Again, it's al-kabiru, and then we know that it's used attributively. Without the definite article kabiru, simply kabirun, it would be used predicatively, meaning is big. The head of the small man is big. But here it's the big head of the small man. And what about the as-saghiri adjective, the third word in the sentence? Well, that adjective is in the genitive. See? Saghiri. And in this way we know that it belongs with ar-rajuli, because ar-rajuli, the man, is in the genitive. So ar-rajuli as-saghiri, the small man. And then in the genitive, with the genitive construction, big head. The small man's big head, or the big head of the small man. Okay, and so on. Now, with this grammar, you should be able to read and understand the following sentences of following Arabic sentences in this exercise, and you should also be able to at least have an opinion about how to translate the 3 given sentences, the 3 English sentences, into Arabic. So please do that as usual, and that's it for this lesson.